What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. In today's video we got a 2002 FORD Taurs here. This is a wagon. Customer tried to do his own brakes, but little did he know, he took everything apart. He spent about 2 hours to get the wheel and everything off, and you know it's difficult on the street. Little did he know, he was not able to get the brakes on due to the fact, because I told him on the phone, don't tempt it, bring it to me. Oh, I'm stuck, it's grinding. Yeah, obviously it's grinding, but he did all the hard work, but he couldn't put the brakes on because this caliper is compressed. Did I say this caliper is compressed? This caliper can't be compressed. First of all, he went too far on everything, and now they're gonna try to put this caliper back in. We're gonna replace this baby. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this bolt off, and get the rotors out, and we're gonna take the line out here. So 10 millimeter, 11 millimeter, and we're gonna replace this caliper. So that's how that's gonna go down. Anyways, stay tuned. Let me get all the tools and start doing this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the two bolts that I showed you in the back. They're 15 millimeters. So they're probably thread locked in. There you go, that's one. Oh, there you go, that's two. And remember, the caliper is gonna come with a new bracket. There you go, rotors moving. That's one bolt. Let's get the second one out. Once this is off, we'll get the caliper out. Okay, that baby's out and out of the way. Oops. Look at this rotor. It's shot. Done from both sides. Okay, when you're doing this side, you gotta do the opposite side. Procedure's the same. And clean up this hub really well. But right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get that caliper out of there. So let me get the proper tools. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove that bolt right there. You're gonna have fluid start to leak. That's fine. At the end of the video, you're not gonna see that part because I don't record bleeding procedures. You do need to bleed this, okay? Anyways, let me get the proper tool here. Usually, if you're losing this up while it's on the car before you even dismount it, that's the best time to loosen this up because you don't need nobody to hold it for you. But I use my impacts, and that helps me. Okay. If you're trying to do a ratchet, it's gonna try to turn itself and it's gonna start to leak. So I do got something on the floor, and it's fine. It's gonna start to leak, but usually what I do is I just face it up like that, and then it stops to leak. But there's all the fluid out of the caliper. And let's dispose this. So we're gonna wait for the new pieces. Meanwhile, clean everything up. Okay, so we got a new caliper here. Just wanna let me turn my light this way. So it's gonna come with a new bolt here. This is a special bolt, it's not a regular bolt, okay? It has a hole right through the middle so the fluid can travel. Okay, you see there's a hole right there and the fluid can travel right through it, and it's gonna come with two crush washers. I'm gonna put these, I'll put those to the side. So caliper, you always want the caliper goes this way. The fitting gotta be, the bleeder wall fitting gotta be up on the top. If you take the caliper from the opposite side and try to put it down here, the fitting's gonna be in the bottom. Your caliper is never gonna bleed, okay? You won't be able to bleed that caliper. So very simple and easy. And this guy comes with this little hardware here. It goes in the center, right in the middle right there, and it sticks in there. So we'll put that on last. So right now what we need to do here is, I usually like to you know what, let's start this way. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna take this little guy off, okay? And make sure both crush washers come off with it, okay? I'm gonna put this to the side also. Okay, and make sure your surface here is nice and clean, both sides. If you don't pay attention and 2 crush washers go on each side, and you're gonna have issues there. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna go get the new. So this guy, 1 crush washer goes in, then this goes right through. It's like a sandwich, okay? And then the second crush washer goes right here. Now I can simply just take this caliper. You gotta hold the caliper in the same manner that it is supposed to go in at, okay? And then otherwise you're gonna have a twisted line, okay? So simply what I'm doing here is I'm putting this baby in. Do it by hand, okay? Don't use no tools right here, power tools. So I try to get it all the way, and then use the proper size, number 10 millimeter, wherever the size is, and that's how you're gonna get that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna leave this right here. I'm gonna go get the proper tool right now, and that way we can finish this baby out. So what I'm gonna do is you do need to tighten this properly to the torque spec. If you got the specs, do that. If not, tighten it good enough. Don't go crazy either. You'll snap the bolt. You gotta have a good hand. Okay, mechanic always know how much tight he has to make the bolt. Anyways, you do need to remove this just the way you took out the caliper, or remove both or one. I usually take one off, and then you can put the caliper down on it. Anyways, number 10 goes on the bleeder valve also. Okay, this might be number, they probably stepped up the size. Okay, so I still need to tighten this, but once everything is on, I should be able to, because right now I don't have that, because I gotta hold this to turn that. It's not working out well. So waiting for the rotors, and already greased this up, cleaned and greased this up, and we'll put everything back together. So while we're waiting for the rotor, I'm gonna take this off. That way at least I have this off, and just put a power tool on it, or ratchet, but it's all up to you. Or you could have everything ready and put this on, and then that way you have leverage. Something is holding on to the caliper, meaning put the 15 millimeter bolts into it, but then you have to retake it off. Don't tighten it, because you still got to put the rotor on. Here it is. I don't have the rotor on. I've seen cars without rotor. They put the brake caliper on, nothing on. Anyways, I'll put the 2 bolts in, so I'm able to turn this with my ratchet, and then I'm able to do this to it, and I'm gonna let this hang right there so this bolt stays in my hand. So we still gotta put the rotor on, remember. So I'm gonna take this off and leave it off, and once we have the rotor in, we'll put everything back together. Anyways, let's stay tuned. Okay, so it's time to put a rotor on. So make sure you clean your surface on your rotor with the parts cleaner, both sides. I did clean this one. That's the part that you're not gonna see in my video here. It has oil on it, residue, because they keep that on so it doesn't rust out while it's sitting in stock. Okay, so take this. So your bolt is gonna go through the spindle and lock onto this. Okay, and 2 bolts. They both are 15 millimeters. So again, the moral of this video here is sometimes you can't take things apart and not able to put it back together. I gotta get my ratchet from the other side. And the simple reason is because you don't know what's gonna be bad. You don't know if the brakes are bad, caliper is bad. So he took it all apart in the street like an idiot, and he wasn't able to get everything back together because the caliper won't allow the brake pads to go in. The reason why it won't allow it because it got to open up so the new pads, because they're thicker, everything is thick, not worn out, and that was the main reason. So this is pretty much done. It's 2 bolts and 2 bolts and 1 in the caliper. If you're replacing the caliper, make sure your bleeder valve is facing up, nice and tight. There goes nothing. Yeah, baby. Okay, there we go. And this is done deal. Got my brake pads over there. So another customer that don't want too much greasing, so I told him I'll just leave it alone then. So I would put greasing here, 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 contact surface, back of the pad, back of the pad. That way nothing is metal to metal. So this brake pad just simply goes in there, just like that. This one goes like that, and you bring down your caliper. things are gonna kind of bother you, like these brackets right in the middle of the caliper here, and they work like a spring-loaded brackets. So my bolt was down here. So this is a 14mm bolt on this caliper. Original was 14 as well. So this is job well done, guys. Thank you for watching my video, and make sure you bleed it. Okay, make sure you check the line doesn't leak. So have somebody, I do got a how to bleed it. The same procedure on all the vehicles. So somebody got a pump, you open the bleeder valve, make sure you keep eye on it that where the line is not leaking either. Okay, so you gotta test that too. Just pressure down on the pump, and that should indicate to you that there's no leaks. And this is done. I do like to check the top bolt too, because we don't know if they tightened it or not. Bada bing, bada boom. Thank you for watching my video. There you go, perfectly done. Once you're done bleeding and everything's good, make sure you put fluid in it, because a lot of fluid came out of this caliper, so add it before you bleed it. And then thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like.